And it's over for him as well.
Yes, it is. Ange Postecoglou sacked less than 20 minutes after this loss. Absolutely brutal. Didn't even get to do his post-match interviews. 18 minutes after the full-time whistle, the club statement was released. Ange Postecoglou failing to win any of his 8 matches in charge. Just a 39-day tenure. The second shortest managerial spell in Premier League history. However, Don, was it the right decision right now?
To be honest, I didn't think it was the right appointment in the first place off the back of Nuno, his style playing counter-attacking football, and then Ange going into Nottingham Forest playing a sort of semi-high line with all that room in behind. I don't think you can sack a manager after 39 days. I mean, Oliver Glasner, I think, if you look at his start to Crystal Palace life, I think last season didn't win a game or hardly any for the first probably dozen games or just around that sort of mark. And look what he's gone and done, won a couple of trophies. And all of a sudden, Crystal Palace are a different football club. I think the worry now for Nottingham Forest fans is who do they appoint? Mancini's being linked. Sean Dyche is being linked. I think that might be a little bit of a lazy link because his assistants, Steve Stone and Ian Woan, are ex-Forest players. I think if Forest really want to prove they're a big club, go and appoint someone like Rafa Benitez, go and get a top manager. But now it's going to be all on the board and Marinakis who he actually appoints, because now you're looking at a team that are in a world of trouble. No one would have predicted, I don't think, at the start of the season, Wolves, West Ham and Forest in the bottom 3. And
you're looking at a team here, Stevie, in the 6 months that we've just seen from Marinakis, we've seen public spats, we've seen 2 managerial sackings, we've seen poor results. It is a world away from last season with Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, and, you know, it is unfair that you sack a guy after whatever days it was. But the truth is, he probably had to. Because nothing is going to change under Ange. With the type of players that Forest have, with the squad Forest have, they are a counter-attacking side. Ange is not a counter-attacking manager. And so, as poor a decision as it is to give somebody 8 games, I think it's the right decision. It was the wrong decision, as Don said. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with Don that when Ange got the job, we all went, what? Eh? Why? So the question is this guy going to have the sense to do what he should have done in the first place? And that is go for somebody like Rafa Benitez or Sean Dyche, because the way they coach the game suits the squad of players. But if Marinakis goes for a bigger name just because of the name, like a Mancini, then again, he's going to make a mistake. Right now, Forest have to think the only thing that matters right now is us staying in the Premier League. Forget Europe, forget wanting to play fancy football, forget all that. It's about picking up points now. And you have to appoint the guy who's going to get them back to close to what they were last year. And that is, I agree with Don, Benitez or a Sean Dyche.
So Ange's sacking took all the headlines, obviously, after this result. But Chelsea did get the win here today, Don. What did you make of them?
I think with a very depleted squad, like their win against Liverpool, it was totally different today. I thought Forest actually started the game quite well and had chances in the game to put Chelsea away, but they didn't. And then what you have to give Maresca and Chelsea credit for is such a weakened side that can go away to Forest in a 12:30 kickoff, potential banana skin off the back of, you know, football and all the games that they've played and international football and the travel that all the players have committed to. I think you look at it in the end and go, very professional performance, a really good win, another red card, this time for Gusto, which is a worry. But still, you can't knock the job that Maresca's doing right here, right now, because this group of young players are putting in performances. They're showing a bit of grit. They've shown a bit of character. When things are not going against them, like today for probably 25, 30 minutes, they stuck in today. They were willing to grind it out, and they proved in the end it was a really, really good an away win. It was a fantastic 3 points. They had to grind and had to work for it, but you come away thinking a 3-0 win and a clean sheet away from home, that's a top result.